Hi kids, Mr. Wiley here. I'm going to show you your first sounds on the flute head joint today, okay? So that involves a few things, all right? It's how we're going to form our lips, or what I call embouchure or band face. I'm also going to talk about the really laser thin stream of air that we need to play the flute and how we might achieve that. And I'm going to show you how to set this up on your face, okay? So let's talk about the band face first, all right? All you're gonna do is you're gonna bring those lips together, just like that. See, I kind of have pressure all the way around. I'm not tense. I'm not none of that. But my lips are nice and firm together, pushed right together. And then my next step for you flute players is I'm gonna kind of pout my lower lip. So I'm gonna bring them together and pout. All right, because that pout is kind of on my lower lip is kind of gonna be the pillow or the cushion where I place my flute. Okay, nice. So you could practice that. You could pause the video, practice that. But next, we're going to blow a really laser thin stream of air right from the center of your lip. Okay. I want you to think of like a grain of rice size. You see a grain of rice, one little grain of rice, little tiny. All right. We're going to try to think that we have a grain of rice right in the middle, and we're going to kind of blow it out by saying two. Watch. I'll form my embouchure, my band face, I should say. So if you look, you can see a really, really tiny opening in the center of my lips. Okay. And if we can't get that really thin laser beam of air, the sound just isn't going to happen. Okay. So in order to make a sound on the flute, we have to blow that stream of air so that I think of half of it going inside the flute and half of it going above the flute. So half of it is going to go right in the hole and the other half is going to go above. All right. So we need to set up the head joint right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it with two hands. I'm going to form my band face, pout my lower lip. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to press this part to my lip so that the bottom lip is covering a little bit of that hole, right? The hole that's closer to me. Okay. I should also say that the flute should be facing your right. Okay. So the larger section of it should be facing your right. It's not going to work. Okay. Another way to put it is that big part of the lip plate here, we call it the lip plate, is where you're gonna put your lip. All right. So if you face it to the right, that work. Let me show you here. I'm gonna make that band face pop my lower lip, and I'm gonna kind of set it on there and press it a little bit, just like that. All right. And then I'm gonna just kind of blow. I'm gonna say two, 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 two. So watch. I'll set it up. Okay, so I'm saying two to blow a stream of air, trying to make sure that half of it goes into the flute, half of it goes over. All right. Now, if you're still struggling to get a sound, try this. All right. I'm looking down at the head joint here. All right. And I see this tone hole. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of put it to my lips, almost like I'm giving it a kiss. Okay. So right there, I'm going to put that tone hole right on the center of my lips. And then I'm going to roll it down. Okay, so watch this. Kiss, roll it down. Okay, and that might set you up a little bit more correct. That might help. Okay, then I'm going to try to blow laser thin stream of air by saying two. All right, so this is the first step. Okay, and you're going to practice this 5 minutes or so. All right, you might want to ask your parents if you can make some noise because it's a little high pitched. A couple more things you can do if you want to have some fun with it. All right, is if you just do it normally, I'm going to turn my phone off here. If you do it normally, you're going to get that high pitched sound, but you can also cover the end with your hand and you'll get a low sound. And if you get that sound, try to match. Does it sound like the one I'm getting? Okay, sometimes it sounds a little low, and that means you need to use more air, faster air. Okay. The other thing is you might use your index finger. I'm gonna use my pinky because I have big hands, but I can kind of do a little bit of a slide whistle type sound. If I'm holding it, I set everything up and I stick my finger in there and kind of move it in and out like this. If I wanted to, I could even try to play what? Mary Had a Little Lamb. Let me see if I can give it a shot. Fun. So how I'm doing that is in order to get a lower sound, I put more of my finger in there. Okay. So I want you to practice that. And when you're really good at it, then we will take this head joint and we'll learn how to put it to the rest of the flute. And we'll have to learn how to hold it, which is going to go out here. All right, which is just next steps. So don't worry about that yet. You practice what I've given you so far, and you're on the right track. All right. Now, if you're still struggling to get a sound, just keep trying. It's gonna happen eventually. All right. Doesn't always happen right away. Okay. If you need any help, you know where to find me. Thank you very much. Have a good one.